Hi. Do you remember me? I know it's been a while, but how are we doing, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is Tuesday the 9th of April when I'm recording this, and there's been a lot going on, so this video is going to be a bit different. It's going to kind of be broken into three different parts because there's three different things that I want to talk about. So firstly, there's two things I want to update you on that's been going on in my life. Firstly, it is my Powerbuilding program. I want to talk to you about how training's been going with that. Just a little hint, it's been going great. Alongside my lean bulk or lean muscle gaining phase. Sometimes, like I say, I hate using the term lean bulk because I feel like everyone gets the wrong idea about it. It's a lean muscle gaining phase. And my 21st birthday. If you've been following me on Instagram, which you should be, I had my 21st last Thursday, Thursday the 4th of April, and I actually had 3 different birthday celebrations, which was amazing. Essentially a birthday weekend, and I just want to like show you some clips from that, and talk about them, and just talk about it in general, because it's an important, you know, milestone in my life and something I want to document, I want to talk about, and I think it will be quite entertaining for you guys. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about my insecurity transformation. I've talked a lot about like physical transformations on this channel, you know, going from like my full transformation video that I made, like for one of the first videos on this channel, maybe the first video on this channel, and then like my most recent cut transformation. But I want to talk about a different kind of transformation, something that's more personal, more, I guess, mental, emotional, and I think it's something that can help a lot of you guys. So we'll just get straight to it. Firstly, what I'm going to do is kind of revert back to when I did earlier last week when I was doing my deadlifts, a pull session. Deadlifts were involved. I'm at that point I was on my, it's the second phase, and week 2 of the second phase of the Powerbuilding program. But I talk about all that in that clip, so I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you back here in a second. What's going on, guys? So for this workout portion of the video, I wanted to show you a bit more about my Powerbuilding program that I've been working on, and specifically deadlifts. So the program's been going really well. Basically what happened is I completed the first block. So you train up to 95% of 90% of your 1 rep max, which I've explained before. At the end, in the 3rd week of every 4-week block, then you take a deload. So I'm on the second phase now. What you do is when you go on to the next phase, you up your 1 rep max. Now the way I'm doing it is, so I started off with these numbers here for my squat, bench and deadlifts. Those are my starting PRs, so I work off them. Now that I completed the block, I now add onto that, so I'm adding 5 kilos on for deadlift, 5 kilos on for squat, and 2.5 kilos on for bench, okay? Very slow, very steady. So today for deadlifts, we're working up to 90% for 3+ reps, but first we have 70%, which is 155 kilos for 3, 80%, 177.5 kilos for 3, and then 90%, 200 kilos for 3+. So they always end, start us off week 1, you're going for 5+ reps with 85%, then it's 3+ reps with 90%, then 1+ reps with 95%. And the goal is to always get much more than that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm buzzing, let's get into set 1. Okay, that felt good. Watched the back, moved pretty well. 200 on the bar. 3+ reps. I think if I could double it and get 6, that'd be fucking great. Got my mind right. Let's do it. Come on! What? Oh, that felt fucking great. Let's get back to the vlog. Right, we're back. Just get that set. So as you saw there, I got 7 reps. It was great. I have to say this power building program that I'm on is great. I feel so much like more confident and strong on the lifts, especially considering like I'm a lot lighter and I look a lot better than when I was at the end of my lean bulk at the end of the year. You know, so how strong I am now compared to how strong I am then at like such lighter body weight is great. And like I say, that's my goal. I want to beat my PRs. Ideally, like this morning, I woke up at 173 pounds. Ideally, I don't want to be too much heavier than that. If I'm within the 170s and I can beat my PRs, like my initial PRs, the 240 deadlift, 205 squat, and the 125 bench, you know, even just a little bit within the 170s, that'd be great. And I think I'm on path to do that. So yeah, feels great, and I'm looking forward to just kicking on with that program. We're actually going to be deloading next week. And I've only got squats tomorrow, and then I'll be working off 250 deadlift, 130 bench, and 215 squat. So it's going well. And also I want to show you guys how I'm looking. What this was yesterday. Now bear in mind, this actually was after the day after the weekend. So Monday, today's Tuesday. This was Monday, and I actually weighed in yesterday 178 pounds. And even after a 3-day bender basically, I still look pretty good, and I'm really happy with how I've managed to, you know, stay pretty lean, even though it's like a month after, just out over a month after, like my end of my cut. I've still been pretty disciplined, and like I said, I want to still be in this kind of condition, not too much worse off when I go to LA, but a lot fucking stronger. So what I'll do is give you a kind of brief overview of my 21st, and then I'll kind of go into each, like the clips and what I did and all that. So Thursday, my actual birthday, April 4th, me and Sophie, we just went for lunch quite early on. Went to Boozy Cow, this place on one of the side streets in George Street. I can't remember exactly which one. We had some cocktails, some food. We had this big burger with chips, and oh my god, it was absolutely amazing. We had these like alcoholic milkshakes as well. Like if you're in the area, and you know, you go for it. Honestly, it's so good. Then later at night, I was going to the nightclub Bourbon. I had a table booked, and a few people came around for prees, and we went on a night out. And I'll just put the clip up of when like the bottles came and stuff. So as you can see, that's kind of what we're doing. I'll flash some photos on the screen as well. Like, you know, there was a decent amount of people at prees, like, and then because of like the time of year with exams and people working, it being a Thursday night, some people couldn't actually come out, but it was great to see the people who could make it. And then at the nightclub there was Brad, Dillian, who you've seen on the channel before. It's great to have those two guys there. Adam, Rory, Martine, Sophie, and it was just fantastic, to be honest. It was a great night. Did I end up getting carried out the club? Maybe, but that's not the point. I remember most of it. Turns out I only blacked out at like 20 minutes towards the end, even though I thought it was a lot earlier. So that was a lot of fun. And then on the Saturday was the big one. To be honest, Friday. It was the Friday, so Thursday and then Friday. Friday was the big one. I just asked my family to give me a sort of, like, I wanted to kind of do a friends thing and a family thing, and I just thought the family thing was going to be a couple of my close family, and Sophie were going to just go for a few drinks, and that's as much as I knew. I knew something was happening, but nothing to, like, compared to what actually happened. And I'll just so there's the context. Didn't really know anything about it, and I'll just play the clip.
Happy birthday, surprise!
Thanks to everyone for coming. And yes, I had absolutely fucking no idea this was. I have no idea how everyone kept it from me because I am a nosy bastard. So, there are a few people that probably should be with us tonight that sadly aren't. Maybe not here physically, but in everything that I do and everything you do, I think they are. And yous are what make me who I am, and I'm very lucky to say that I am someone I'm very proud to be, and I think I'm the man I should be becoming. I just also want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, all yous for saying that. I'm trying to, but just thank you so much for making me who I am. That's all I want to say. So basically what happened was I was at my mum's house before. We went down. I was told that, like, the guys wanted to buy me a drink first. We were in just this wee lounge. I literally got one pint and they're like, right, we're gonna go through and meet the girls. I was like, okay, that's cool. And I walk through and all I see is the sidebar, and I'm like, well, there's quite a big, why do we need a bar for just like 10 of us? Go in and literally there's everyone, you know, there's all my family there, like, you know, and my uncles that I don't really see all the time, and you know, Martine and Rory and Harry was there, and I was actually so overwhelmed, and I'm not ashamed to say that I did cry. Like, you know, when I had my hands over, like, people started coming over to me and hugging me and that, and I just was so shocked. Like, and it just turned out to be a great night. This was the condition of me by the end of the night. This photo right here. My Uncle Daz had bought me a Venom, like, right at the end, and that just, like, saw me off. I like spilt down me and stuff, but, and then went back to my mum's house for a few drinks, and it was just an amazing night. Like, yeah. So, and then lastly, the Saturday, every year, me, my granddad, my client and good friend Martin McQueenie, he was there as well. I talked about my Uncle Martin before. That's actually his son. So, like, it's quite amazing because my dad and his dad were like best pals, and now me and him are basically like exactly the same, and I'm gonna turn him into a fucking monster, which seemed better. My Uncle Doogie, my Uncle Jimmy, and we just had a great night. We went to this charity do, so it's like a sportsman's dinner, they call it, where you go and you sit around a table, you get some food, and then comedians come on, and sportsmen come on and they tell jokes and, you know, have accents. It was amazing as well. I only have the 2 photos, and that ended with me sitting with my granny Joan, my granddad's wife, till 5 in the morning drinking whiskey. And safe to say, on the Sunday, I was dying. I was dying up until yesterday. So got home on the Sunday and I was just dead on Monday as well. Like, yesterday was horrible, but it was of course worth it. I wasn't really saying that to myself yesterday, but it definitely was worth it. And like I said, it was very special, the whole weekend. And to anyone who's watching this, to anyone that came to any of the nights, to my family, thank you so much. Like I said in the speech, you guys all make me who I am. I am very lucky to say that I am someone I am quite proud to be, and I think I am route to become the person I think I should be. So again, that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you very much, and it's a weekend that I'll live long in the memory. Okay, moving on. Lastly, my insecurity transformation part 3. This is going to be pretty personal. I'm going to talk about a few things kind of just off the cuff of how I went from this guy on the left here to the guy on the right, the guy you see today, me right here. I made an Instagram post to kind of, I guess, hype this up, because insecurity is something I suffered with from when I was very young. I was as you can see in the photo, I was a little scrawny, pale, I had acne, and I just wasn't a very confident person growing up. But the thing is, that didn't just last through like my teenage years. That lasted up until about 2 years ago. Yeah, it's only 2 years ago when I moved into this flat actually that I became the person I guess you see on the camera now. The person that will flex in front of a mirror in a changing room full of, you know, men and not care, and the man, the man who'll talk to a camera and be quite confident and not care what people think. Well, I don't like saying that actually. Not caring about what everyone thinks. Of course I care about some people think of me, like my close friends and family. But backtrack. Not the guy who, you know, has the confidence to help people try and transform their bodies and take the responsibility of that and can be confident to be able to do that. I was someone who would not speak out loud in groups because I was too scared that they would maybe slag me or what they say about me. I was the one who got called Mr. Mad Fitness when I first started this. I was the one who didn't like my smile. It's quite mad because I think I smile quite a lot. When I was younger I didn't get braces, and obviously my teeth aren't completely perfect. As you can see, not bad, but not completely perfect. I used to hate when people would oh god, this is awful. I used to hate when people would see this side of my face, because like my tooth, this tooth sticks out a bit, and I would think they would think I was ugly because they would be that side of my face, and I would always want them to be on this side because my teeth look better. And then I broke my nose when I was younger as well, when I was like 17, and then 17 up until, you know, literally before I moved in this flat 2 years ago, I was gonna get braces and I was gonna have surgery on my nose because I didn't like the way my nose sat, because like, you know what I mean, see that my nose is slightly squint because I got it broken like not that like 3 years ago, and it took me a lot to get to this point now. It really did, and it wasn't just one thing. I think people with insecurity think like one day they're gonna, like insecurities, they're gonna wake up one day and they're just gonna be gone, but they don't just go away like that. It took me a long time. It took me a lot of different moments to get here, to be the confident person I am today. And the thing is, guys, these insecurities were right there, right, even when I started the gym when I was like 16. Even when I got to like, I'll put like some photos here, when I was at this level of like physique, I was still greatly insecure. So to all the people out there who think just because someone has a decent physique that they're maybe a dick or self-obsessed, you're wrong. Okay, I don't like that attitude either, how people think that just because someone actually trains in the gym, they're a bit of, you know, they're just an arrogant dickhead. It's not like that. I actually trained because I was insecure. I trained because it made me feel better. And that's one thing, that's one thing that the gym was. The gym made me more confident. It definitely did. Of course it did. It made me look better, feel better about myself, give me a sense of accomplishment. And that was kind of the start of me coming out that insecurity when I was 16. I started training, I started to feel better. I did get a bit of attention, you know, people would notice my arms. But I would also get slagged for going to the gym. Like, and I don't know if my mates will be watching this, so I'm not trying to stick anything on you, it wasn't just you, it's just, I think a lot of my memories come from that, like being in PE and one of my mates coming up next to the mirror next to me and doing fake posing and stuff like that and taking the mick out of me. And that was normal, mates did that, but I was so insecure that it really did bother me. And I also like, you know, when I started Magazine Fitness and I started recording myself, like when I first started this, I was just posting stuff on Instagram and Facebook. It was just an exercise a day, and it took me so long to be able to record myself in the gym, but I made myself do it. And I think the thing for you guys, if any of you are watching this that are greatly insecure and want to know how to, I guess, get out of it, is to keep doing things that make you uncomfortable. It's quite a common thing that I end up coming to. When I was too scared to like talk to girls because I didn't think they'd like me, I made myself talk to girls more. Not being a dick, just like trying to get more confident with it. When I wanted to really get into fitness and I wanted to make a career of it, I just made a Facebook page and I said that's the beginning now, you know. And when I got stick for it, and I wanted to make videos, I just started with recording myself in the gym. Even though I was terrified to do it, I made myself do it. And the more you do these things, the more they become normal. And see if there's anyone you're worried about slagging you for it. See, the more you do it, the more it becomes normal. And people don't really bother about you anymore. It's when something's kind of new. You know, when I first started the gym, I got slagged, but I didn't get slagged after because people saw it didn't bother me anymore. When I, you know, got slagged for recording myself in the gym, that was at first, but eventually became normal. People didn't bother me anymore. And it's funny how the stage I'm at now, the same people that ripped me, the same people that I was insecure, you know, all those insecurities and pushing through them, I've now got people telling me how well I'm doing. And although I guess to some people I'm doing well, in my own head I've still got a long way to go. I didn't start like this. It took me a long time to go from that kid on the left to who I am on the right. And I hope that I've answered or helped you guys in some way, but if that's the message, guys, if you're scared to do something because of your insecurities, go and do it. And keep going doing those things, keep trying to at least, and eventually you'll come through that. You might not get to my stage where you can stand in front of a camera or vlog in front of a lot of people, but you will get to a level where you're pretty happy with yourself. Like, I'm at the point now where I don't care what people think when I look. I like how I look, I like who I am, and it's a hard thing to get to. It took me a long time and quite a bit of stick to get to, but I'm here now, and I want to tell you guys that you can do it too. And if any of you ever just like want to message me and talk about it a bit more, if there's anything I haven't covered here that you want to talk about, just message me or leave a comment or whatever, and I'll respond. And another, I guess, one more big thing is watch who you surround yourself with. I came to uni and I met some new people that made me not be scared of who I am and who I wanted to be, because they liked who I was, and they wanted me to do well. And again, I want to make this clear because I think some of my pals maybe from like home will be watching this and think like, you know, it wasn't you guys, it was me being too insecure to handle it. Like, you were just making fun, like I'd pick fun at yous all the time. It's just I was actually a lot more insecure than you guys realised, and I kind of did need to get away to become the person I am. But of course now, if any of you call me Mr. Mad Fitness, it's fucking hilarious, like, you know, and it was funny at the time. It's just, for me, took me a lot to kind of get by that. So please don't think I'm sitting here like, oh, you know, it's just insecurity kind of makes you like that. Anyway guys, I can see that this is coming to quite a long video, and I've just rambled on for the best part of fucking, well, this says 20 minutes, but it'll be longer than that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to catch you up on everything and talk a wee bit about that. Just a bit more raw, not really editing a lot. And a lot of my videos have been kind of like that recently with the Q&As and things like that, some of edits, and I guess the videos just keep switching up, but I'll always make the content I want to create, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it lets you insight into me a little bit more as a person, as a coach, as someone who's into fitness. But yeah, the normal vlogs will be coming back in the next video. I'm so excited just to, you know, not make a sit down video and just vlog and try and make it creative and do what I've been doing with like the transitions and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's it guys, that's it. And I hope in some way that ramble helped you with the insecurities thing, and I hope that, you know, you enjoyed watching me lift some fucking heavy weight and get pissed for 3 days. But yeah, it's been mental. But I'm gonna stop. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one.